All right, that's for the screenshot. What's going on, guys?
All right, this view looks actually kind of cool. I don't know if it's gonna stay, but I'll put it towards here. Actually, you guys can actually see, I think, the computer screen, so I can show you guys some stuff. But I'm gonna talk about something again for beginners. We're gonna talk about some day trading stuff. I was surprised. I've been getting a lot less questions on these videos, so it seems I didn't know there's that many of you guys who had a lot of these, beginner type questions. So this was a big one. It was, been asked directly, both indirectly as well too, and it came up as an answer to a lot of questions I've got. But when is the best time to start trading or to be going about trading? And this is something I learned this very, very young when I started trading. It's kind of a pattern you pick up on, you hear people talk about it, and you see it through observation. But obviously it's the first hour and last hour. But now I don't know if that's obvious, because a lot of people, they aren't really too aware of this. So I want to make sure you guys have a good idea of when should you be trading. And now that's day trading in general. Now, why is that the best time? Because simply that's where the most volume's coming in. You have the most money coming in, most people investing, and most people getting out of their position from the end of the day or over the weekend, whatever it may be. But statistically, you're having the most money come in and out, and that's what's driving the price the most. Now, does that mean stuff doesn't happen throughout the day? Not necessarily. However, your odds of getting, a quick flip and making money in that sense on a day trade, it's going to be happening in those times. Even now, as an option trader, I swing trade mostly, not really day trade. I do some day trades. And when I do those trades, it's usually at those times. And you'll even notice, even with the market, especially in this market we're in right now, at certain price levels, the market's moving a lot, but you'll notice it doesn't get to those price levels until, it either does it right off the morning or coming into the end of close in that last hour, 2 hours. So that's where the moves come as the day trader. But even then, setting up swing trade positions, it could help as well too. But now, why is the timing important? Now, that's on the day trade sense. But now when it comes into options, so for you guys options trading, now this is going to apply to both you as a beginner if you're starting to trade options, and any level, it's good to know this. But even if you are already trading, there is kind of a strategy within timing, quote unquote, when to be trading when it comes to options. And pretty much, yes, you just like the stock itself, again, the option is going to be based no matter what on what the stock does. But the fact of the matter is, you can just buy, literally play an option at open or at close. That's when you're going to get the best movements. For me, like on Mondays, I like to play stuff on right at open, on Monday, even especially on weeklies. I don't want to tell you guys that so you don't go gambling on them, but you get more time. However, the risk is that is very volatile as well too. And, because in the mornings, option with those big moves the stocks usually make off the mornings, it could really change price, especially something on a weekly or monthly, and that could be either a huge gain or a huge loss. So that's very important. And then, let me show you guys, does it always have to be that you trade at this time? Not necessarily. I don't know if you guys could see it. Maybe I could go, let's see. I don't know if it's that good, but it probably doesn't look as good from this angle. I don't want to tilt the camera over, but this is Nike's chart today. Here, I'm just going to pick the camera up and show you guys. Oh. So this is Nike's chart today, and as you see, it went down, went up, came down, but then during the middle of the day, literally dead center in the middle of the day, I think at the time on this was like, what, 1:13 Eastern. So it shot up and hit a new high and then kind of came out and did nothing. That is to show you kind of, it doesn't always mean that you're going to see the majority of the movement always happen at the open or close. However, and stocks can move outside of that, but for the most part, that's where you are going to get those moves at the open and close. What's up, Jax? Wait, hold on, Jax is crying. Give me a sec. All right, sorry about that. But like I was saying, with the options trades, the timing of it with, a play, if you get it in the morning, you get it right in the morning, the positive side of it, it moves in your favor. Now you have even more time, and you could have got the contract for very cheap. On the reverse, it could just literally right off the morning move, and you could have just overpaid for a contract that's way too far from the strike price or getting near the money. On the reverse, you could even wait and just buy it in the last hour of close or that last hour, whatever, and pretty much the contract, if the stock hasn't moved much all day, or depending on what you thought before, you could kind of see where it's going, and the contract will either be more expensive from the beginning of the day, or usually it could have decayed a lot more, especially on the shorter duration contracts. Even if it decays a lot right there, you could have got it there really cheap. So that's the positive side of playing that. So you see how you could finesse it, and this is really utilizing timing to your advantage. So at the end of the day, you know, what I would say with most of your guys' schedules, day trading, you know, really you want to keep your trades between, you know, 9:30 a.m. to about, I'd say, 10:30, 11 a.m. And then, you know, I think coming in a close around maybe 2:30, 3 into 4 close. That seems to be the best hours or the window where you're going to get the most volatility. Now, does that mean only trade those hours? No, but that's where probably you're going to try to focus or make your money, especially if you want to day trade. Otherwise, you could get caught in a lot of this. And, you know, looking at the market we've been in this last couple of days, it has just been non-stop choppiness, you know. So this really hasn't been, especially, you know, for day traders on, oops, I got in the way. For day traders in general, you know, this hasn't really been too fun, because you're getting these moves up and down, but it's a lot of volatility. You know, you're buying, you're shorting it, then it's bouncing, and you're selling, then it's just coming right back down, and vice versa. You're buying the dip, it's going up, popping a little, then coming right back down. So it's not even been too favorable for options. So it's a tough environment. You got to be here. But the key about a lot of these days, if we look at it, I don't want to get you again. Let's see. I don't know if you guys could see it too well. Let's see. But usually you'll see, like, you know, today we didn't really get it too much the last couple days of Friday, but right off the mornings, you're seeing the big move. Right at close, we're seeing the big move. And really, again, come around 11:30, the markets will kind of level out, and then it starts to pick up again around 2:30 coming into close. So that's kind of what you want to aim for if you're looking to day trade and focus on that. And then, you know, that's the next question too. You know, how are you playing it? Are your plays focused, or do they rely on this volatility? But that's one thing. And even then, I use this, why it's important for me. One, to finesse my options and see how that's how I use it to get the right prices. And so I just know how to plan my day, get some other stuff done, work on real estate, all that. So I try to make this quick. I'll leave it there. I don't want to mess anything else on my desk. You guys like it? Subscribe, drop a like, give me some questions below. I'd love to answer it. I love y'all. Good luck trading this week. We still got a bunch of volatility. There's a bunch of stuff happening. Earnings coming up. Get ready. I love you all. Bye.